Okay, next up is Cyborg Superman. Again, all the capabilities of the standard Superman: heat vision, frozen breath, and flight, but with a cyborg motif. Deadshot, guns, kind of the bat sense, as I've called it, and a nice nifty little double jump ability. Deathstroke, who's all about the guns, unless you're facing a direction. Oh, it's not worked now. Well, I think when you're actually up close and personal, let me try it. There we go. He'll use his sword, and he'll also use both guns. It's pretty cool. He comes with another double jump. He's basically like Deadshot. In terms of abilities, I should say. Detective Chimp has bat sense, double jump ability. He attacks with the banana. He has actually good flowing rhythm for killing enemies, because he kind of rolls through them onto the next. Dexter, again, like most of the Nansen characters, the ability of flight. Fires beams out of his tail, or continue beam. Dr. Fate, the power of flight. Beams, or continue beam. I think most of you are sensing a common theme here. Doomsday. It's a pretty cool character, apart from the little tuft of hair. It doesn't do anything other than the standard big kits can. Again, pound the ground, flexes his muscles, he can pound shit. Nothing if you hold down circle, he knocks on wood. That's basically Doomsday. Etrigan, a nice cool character actually, this one. I don't know why, but yeah, he kind of fires stuff out of his hands. He has a really cool beam. No flight capability. Standard big kit character. Firestorm, or as I keep calling him, Johnny Storm. Fires fire out of his hands, or continue blast. Power of flight included. Frankenstein, one of the more interesting big kit characters actually. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He has like the ability to fire his gun, or if you use it close to a character, stop doing that, he'll bring out his sword. He has quite a lot of good abilities actually. There's a nice little combo. No power of flight. He doesn't change or anything. He just looks badass for a big kit character. Next up we have Jeff Johns and Jim Lee, who are affiliated with DC Comics. As you should know, Jim Lee, responsible for some of the most seminal DC arts around today. He also designed most of the characters and how they look for DC Universe Online for consoles and PC. He has a few cool attributes. He can fly, or he fires its paintbrushes out of his hands, which stick into the walls. So that's pretty cool. And then his other friend, Jeff Johns, power of flight, bat sense, and I'm not sure what he fires out of his gun. Looks like ice, I think. Maybe a continued beam. Yeah, it's ice. So yeah. Next up, Giganta, Gorilla Grodd's girlfriend. She has a cool ability to change her size by holding triangle, so she becomes a real big kit character. It's pretty handy if you get around maps quickly. But yeah, and as Giganta, you've got all the standard abilities. You know, she'll sweep stuff. I don't know if she'll pound the ground. No, she won't. And then it's just triangle to bring her back down to size. And then, as I said, we've got Gorilla Grodd, who's pretty much like Beast Boys, well, exactly like Beast Boys' gorilla character. He'll pound the ground, he'll stomp, and you'll pound his chest and throw out like a wave of rocks if you press circle. It's kind of like a shockwave thing. Next up is the Grey Ghost. There's a gun, one-shot deal, no secondary, and that's pretty much it. Grayson fires a gun, no secondary, just a standard jump ability. Double jump, sorry. Green Arrow, voiced by, is it Stephen Amsel or something like that? The guy that actually plays Arrow. He's Hawkeye, but for DC. Fires arrows. If you're up close, he'll do some combo stuff. Here we go. And he has bat sense. Green Lantern, it was basically Daffy Duck in a Green Lantern costume. So you've got all the abilities, fire beams, or a continued beam, and the power of light. Oh, power of flight. And he's actually voiced by the guy that does Daffy Duck at the moment. Says some pretty witty things. He's pretty much the architect. He's the architect on each of the Lantern Hub worlds, so he'll be the first character you meet. He gives you a tour. Once you've completed all of his missions, you'll be able to unlock him as a character. Harley Quinn. She bashes stuff. No secondary. Oh no, sorry, that is her secondary. Like a spinning attack. And then a double jump. Pretty nice high double jump. They'll get you far on the maps. Hawk Girl. Primary. No secondary. Power of flight. And then Hawkman. Pretty much the same abilities as Hawk Girl, really. No secondary, just a primary on flight. Heatwave. Another of the hot characters, as I like to call them. Yeah, the gun which fires flames. Hold it down to fire a continued beam. No flight, but just a jump and roll. Hush. Again, more gunplay. That's a primary. Secondary is bat vision. Double jump capability. Indigo 1. Another Lantern character, so you know what's going to happen here. Fire bolts. Or continued beam. Power of flight. You betcha. Indigo Tribe Warrior, one of the standard enemy types that you'll encounter on the Lantern planets. John Stewart, another version of the Green Lantern, exactly the same powers as Green Lantern, any of the Lantern characters really. So beams, bolts, beams, and flight. The Joker from 1966. Has all the powers that comes with the standard Joker, but without the suits. Basically, they'll activate when you're near a switch point. He fires electric. Or a standard bolt. Like the Emperor from Star Wars. No, no, no! Wow. The Joker in the Batman disguise, so it'll be the Joker using a gun. And that's pretty much it. Again, part of the story. Joker Clown Henchman. Standard enemy type that you encounter in the Joker missions. Kalibak. I don't know who this character is. Suffice to say that he's another bog standard. Whoops. A bog standard big kit character. Only a primary. Yeah. Kevin Smith. Another of my favourite characters, just because it's Kevin Smith. He says some pretty cool stuff. He has a lot of missions, and he has the sound barrier breaker thing ability. He's able to break glass, basically. Megaphone, because he has a big mouth, they said, but Don't know if that was the right weapon really. We could have given him his Blunt Man costume and then it would have been like a nod to the Batman series. And if you hover over his character, he'll sing.
Na 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 Fat Man, that's me, Kev Smith, the Fat Man.
Pretty cool. Kid Flash, the same abilities as Flash really, so he runs real fast. Hold circle to do a whirlwind attack, or just punch like there's no tomorrow. No flight capability, but you don't really need it when you can run this fast. Killer Moth makes his return from Lego Batman 2. He fires bolts of light. I'm surprised he's not attracted to them. No secondary ability, but he does fly. It does have the power of flight. Killer Wog, one of the big Kit Lantern characters. A good guy though. We all know what's coming. Fires bolts. Continue beam. Flight. Hell yeah. The big Kit characters are actually pretty cool in flight. Crypto the Wonder Dog, Superman's trusty sidekick. He's pretty cool. He has the power of flight. He like struts through the air. Spider sense, bat sense, and he can fire lasers out of his eyes. Remember kids, the dog isn't just for Superman, it's forever. Crypto the Super Dog to a White Lantern. Again, standard Lantern character. Beams, bolts, beams, flight. Laughley's, one of the bad Lantern characters. Again, bolts, beams, flight. Lexbot, standard enemy type that you'll encounter in the Lex Luthor missions. Lex Luthor in his Hawkman disguise, again part of the campaign. Won't spoil it, but you'll understand if you play it. Just fires his Lex gun basically. No power of flight, because it's Lex in disguise. Lobo. I guess lots of people wanted this guy. He's got a pretty cool set of attacks. For the most part he fires his gun unless he's close. And then he'll open up with attacks. Just a double jump ability. You can spam circle to use his gun, or square to melee, which is pretty cool, so it gives you some variety. Mad Hatter, double jump, fires cards, a bit like Gambit. No secondary. Man Bat, power of flight. He's like Black Canary, screeches, or he's got a continued one. So another glass breaker character there. Manchester Black, I have no idea who this guy is. But he fires like bolts that sound like guitar riffs out of his hands. Or continued. It's obviously British, Manchester, but and you can fly. Metallo, bolts out of his eyes, or a beam out of his chest. Double jump, and some fisticuffs if he gets too close. Miss Martian, I guess like Martian Manhunter. She can fly. Oh, can she fly? Yes, of course she could. She flies. She has spider sense. Fires a laser out of her eyes that can melt gold. Or she just bashes stuff. I don't know if she can change. Like, no, Martian Manhunter. I should say, I'll just show you Martian Manhunter very quickly. If you hold a triangle, he changes into his true form. That's why I wondered if Miss Martian changed, but I guess not.